What's up, guys? Welcome to the Mixer's Almanac. Take it away, Sam and Linda. Whenever we can see you right now. Go ahead.
Hey.
You're unmuted now.
What's up, everybody? I know.
What's everybody all zero watching?
Happy
There's actually
Wednesday.
two.
Nobody.
There's two.
Buster and Rocky. Dooney.
Oh, I can't see anybody. Did anyone play Buster?
Yeah, there was just Buster and that's it.
Where's our other six watchers?
I don't know. Dang.
Did Goose Girl do one?
It's just Danielle and Linda in chat.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, welcome back. Nectarine week. People don't care about Nectarine, I guess.
Really? Nectarine's good.
They'll be here. Give it a second.
I don't know what they're missing.
Give them a second. They'll be here.
They're all late. They're all always.
There's 4 people watching. They're in YouTube land.
I guess it would be nice.
Love, Sam has to go first with his recipe because that's hysterical. I didn't see that.
Oh yeah. I was like, where's my? No, I didn't vape through last week's recipe. I know I put it away. Did you vape through it?
I did.
Huh?
I have to look at the. I did.
A candied mango blueberry muffin.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, recovering from a dab.
It's okay.
I could try it again here in a minute.
I'm trying to look. I'm looking. Why can't? Oh wait. For some reason, my recipes are only showing. Okay, where are my private ones? Oh my god.
But
I can't I have no idea what's in it because I can't find my private
hold on,
recipes.
I got it.
It's really weird. Mm. What was last
Wait, what
week?
the fuck?
Mango.
Mango?
Damn it.
So
I might have mixed this in my ELR again.
you I mixed a you I don't know what it's called.
No, I don't want EMA. Okay. ELR. Log out.
I literally can't find recipes. I mean, I can find my recipes, but I just can't.
I don't want the mixer's almanac. I want mine. Thank you. Recipes. Oh yeah, I mix it on mine. Whoops. Blueberry cheesecake knobs, blueberry muffin, FA, candy, mango cap, cream cheese icing, LA, and cinnamon pastry, wonder flavors. I'll make it public.
Yeah, make it. I don't know where my private recipes are.
Which one do you need up on the screen?
It's gonna hold on. Not public. Not public right now.
Oh, I'm not logged in. Is that why? I feel like the
Mango-
cinnamon. Go ahead.
Mango BB custard.
Mango BB custard.
What did I call it? Mango BB muffin. Sorry.
So cap candy,
It's still
mango.
saving. Hold on a second.
No worries.
3.
All right. Let me just zoom in. It's up on the screen.
Oh yeah, that's what we mixed last week. Hi Rocky.
Rocky.
Buster's got to be here. Give me a second. I'll try it again.
Do you want me to read it?
To Steve.
Or are you not reading it?
Reading what?
The recipe?
Yeah, it's up on the
I
screen.
just said everything. Why do I need to say it again?
No, I mean you're not gonna read out the recipe.
I just did.
Oh, you did? Oh, I missed it.
You didn't
Oops.
hear me say blueberry cheesecake knobs, blueberry muffin, FA. I just didn't say the percentages.
Oh, okay. All right. That's I feel like cinnamon pastry wasn't quite right.
No, that's good.
It's good. I just feel like maybe
No, dude. You should have let it steep.
I did. I just baked it like a couple
Oh.
days ago. I was waiting for other things to steep.
Oh, that's great. That's perfect.
Uh, I like the blueberry muffin and the blueberry cheesecake. I just feel like
And
the
the cream cheese icing, like that week, it needed that week because that's there. That layer is there. There's a hint of cinnamon, which is fine, and then there's like the blueberry has a tail end, like mango bite to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a good recipe. I probably personally would choose.
Like it's like a tropical funky blueberry. Like I actually really like that the way it is.
Yeah.
After like a week, after a week steep.
Yeah.
That actually came out really nice, and it's got like it's thick. It's got a lot of density to it,
That blueberry cheesecake
and sweetness, like and it's creamy. Like yeah.
between the muffin and the cheesecake, I feel like that just gives it like a nice, oof, like imagine eating a muffin like filled with cheese.
I mean, like if you take the mango out of this, and like it's a pretty straightforward, makes total sense with the flavors that are in their type of recipe, but the mango in there really does add a really nice dimension to the fruits that I like a lot.
Yeah.
And it's not, I wouldn't say, I don't know if I'd say blueberry mango, maybe, but it's just like, yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
I actually really like that. Like,
Yeah.
you should make another 10 mil or something and like wait a
It's
full week.
5 days.
I know. I'm just wondering if the 2 days mean anything.
Made a
'Cause
difference.
I think that's actually. I don't know what other mango, like without playing with 17 other mangoes,
Right.
which one would be better? Because I mean,
I
you
think
know,
no, I like the choice of mango. Definitely. I like that choice.
well, I'm sorry then. What was it that you said you should change? You
I
should change. The cinnamon wasn't right.
No, it's not that it wasn't right. I probably just would have chose a different cinnamon. Like
Okay.
like bakery spice, like 0.15 of bakery spice would have been like bomb in here.
Yeah, I don't have that.
I know, but I'm just saying. So that's probably.
I like it. I think the cinnamon pastry is there and it's working and it's doing its job.
Yeah. No, it's not bad.
I mean, I
that's
get.
what I would.
No, I know, but we were talking about using like cinnamon sugar or something, and we wanted like that kind of lighter cinnamon versus like
Yeah.
rich cinnamon.
At least you didn't use CDS, you know.
That or CDS or whatever. That's why we were kind of talking about it. I think we wanted that kind of like easier to play with.
CDS is too
I
easy.
think cinnamon Danish or cinnamon pastry is just a little bit more, present than like cinnamon sugar is, and I think it works out really nicely. I actually quite like this.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. I don't think I'm going to change it. I'll leave it public.
Yeah. No, it's very good. Different. I mean, it's not different, but it's just like throwing that mango with the blueberries. Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely. Once I finish talking about my recipe, I'm gonna switch to vaping that again. That's really good.
You have to read your recipe first.
All right, fine. I'll do my recipe first. My recipe is called. Let's see here. Where is it? For you, Linda, I'm not using your cool trick with Flavora Apple Raz.
That's funny.
All right, what is it called?
But you did take a little.
Start it.
Screw you, Linda. It's called Screw You, Linda. I'm not using your cool trick with Flavora Apple Raz.
Oh, I thought that was a joke. But yeah, screw you, Linda. Wait, hold on. Screw you, Linda. I'm not using your cool trick with Flavora Apple Raz. Sticky tongue paste. Hashtag TMA by I Am Sam is now up on the screen.
All right, thank you.
Do you want to repeat what recipe was that?
This is this is Screw You, Linda.
Yeah.
I'm not using your cool trick with Flavora Apple Raz.
Oh, okay.
Hashtag TMA.
Sorry.
You just hashtag TMA it and then look for the first 3 words, which are Screw You, Linda. And then Flavora Apple Raz and cool trick keywords. Okay, anyways.
Okay.
So I was already like in the mindset of wanting to do a blue Raz cream soda. There's these brand sodas called Bear and Beaver. I think I've talked about them before, but they make like Beaver and Bear and Beaver, whatever they're called. Ginger ale, root beer, cream soda, blue cream soda, orange, an orange cream oat soda. I get, or it tastes like orange sickle soda. They have all these, and they're really good, and their ginger ale is really spicy, and it's super good. And they have them. It's like a craft soda, right? And I had their blue cream soda the other day, and it was a blue raspberry cream soda. I was like, yeah, I need to vape this. But then I was kind of like, well, it'd be really fun to kind of figure out how to do this for the week, so I could put nectarine in there, because that seems like something that could go behind a blue raspberry, and I could cheat. And it says raspberry as a pairing. So I did initially use apple raz, which would have counted a little bit more, I think, towards actual raspberry. But my fruit pairing is raspberry, but I'm just using blue raspberry instead of regular raspberry. And then I was like, oh, what am I gonna do for spice? And so I talked to the guys and to Linda and Daniel about it a little bit. And colas are made with a ton, like, that you, what do they say? Dr. Pepper's got like 23 flavors in it, quote unquote, because those are like the mixing syrups that they use for soda syrups. There's a lot of herbal and spice, like cinnamon, nutmeg, like those kind of things in cola syrups. So cola is kind of, it's my mixed spice, my spice blend for the week. Huh?
Your cheat spice?
A cheese spice, essentially, yeah. So I went with 2.25 SSA Cola, 2% Vape Train Creaming Soda, TFA Nectarine at 3, SSA Raspberry Blue Type at 2, Red Vanilla Soda Flavora at 3, and then Ultimate Blue Raspberry Flavor Jungle, the new one at 4, with 1/4% cooling agent, WS23, and then 1% Super Sweet. I did another version of this. Instead of the creaming soda had the apple raz in it. The nectarine was a little bit lower. The cola was at 0.5%. This was my V2, and I kind of just adjusted my percentages. I really realized I needed more cream soda from it, so I threw in the creaming soda versus just using the Flavora standalone. I had RWB Popsicle Blast in there as well, so I took that out. It was just overcomplicating. There's a lot of, it's really good, but it had a lot of like, just, it just wasn't quite right. This needs a bit of steep. I did mix this earlier today because I wasn't happy with the first version from yesterday or the day before or whatever. But there's definitely more cream soda to it. I do get it good. Huh?
Hold on, give it a second. For some reason, you're roboting. Linda, can you talk? Yeah.
Hello? I noticed you added the raspberry blue type in there. I like that.
Yeah, it's go ahead. You're fine now.
I adjusted my percentages. I adjusted my percentages a smidge to throw in to lower the vape train down to 2 or whatever. And I was like, well, I could throw something back in there. And I
do you not have 1-on-1 cream soda?
I do, but I don't like my new bottle. Do you not read chat?
It's different.
Yeah, it's different. It has an orange note in it that I didn't want.
Did you get the right? Because there's crushing orange, and then there's
it's just cream soda. It's okay. I don't know if they gave me the wrong bottle. It was a mistake or something. Maybe I needed to try to. But Fiddy ordered it for me, and because he did like a bulk Amazon order.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just cream soda. But it's I used to pair creaming soda and vape train and 1-on-1 cream soda together a lot because cream soda 1-on-1 is lacking a little bit of the vanilla that vape train brings in, but it's really tastes like a soda, like a cream soda. I was kind of trying to emulate that here by adding like that hint of the SSA cola, and it works. You do get like just the hint of a cola, which helps with everything else. It doesn't taste like vanilla Dr. Pepper or anything like that. It's not strong enough. Even at 0.5%, it wasn't strong enough. I just tasted it a little too much. But with all the other fruits and stuff in there, it works really nicely. The nectarine, I'm not really picking out. You know, that's definitely a syrupy nectarine. So there's a lot of like sweet syrupy flavor to this, which is really nice. But it, all in all, it still tastes like dominantly blue raspberry and with a little bit of vanilla in there. I think if I really were to like try and nail the profile down, that's pretty much all I would do. Would be blue raspberry, vanilla, cream soda, or creaming soda, maybe red creaming soda, and then like more vanilla, or just blue raspberry and vanilla would really sell it. I think, like a blue raspberry and cream kind of situation.
Yeah.
But
looks good. I like the changes you made.
It's good. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just like I'm gonna put another blue raspberry in this. And
I feel like
do a couple versions, but
I feel like that you took out the apple raz and used the raspberry blue type. I feel like that works better here.
Yeah, well, at first I took it out and put in the creaming soda, and then I had that at 3%, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna drop that to 2, and then I dropped the WS23 and the cola both 0.5%, and then kind of was like, well, I had Ultimate Blue Raspberry at 5, and then I was like, well, let's just drop that, and then because I'm always like, looking at my percentages, and I know it's not the biggest thing, but I'm always trying to like not make it too high of a percentage. And I flexible on what that can mean exactly, especially for the recipe. But I was like, I kind of felt like I could throw in another flavor at that point, which at first would have been, I was like, apple raz can go back in. And then I'm like, well, wait a second. No, let's stop, throwing in extra notes because apple raz works really good. It's good in the first one.
You can
even
pick
with
it out.
just ultimate, I can't. I think it
In my
works
blue
really
raspberry,
well
after it's steamed, I
as
was like,
a
I taste
tart
that.
backup to I'm still surprised at how much ultimate blue raspberry dominates the flavor of my first at 1.5 in there. But yeah, I was just like, I'm just gonna use another blue raspberry, and I'm gonna use one that I know I can use at like 1.5, 2%. So I grabbed SSA.
That's a good.
And yeah, it's good. Like I said, and the WS23, when I use it, I really need to keep it low because I feel like I kind of start like not muting necessarily, but like the cold kind of steals the show, even at 0.5%. Like maybe it is muting is the right word, but it's like I'm like, okay, I taste cold and blue raspberry, but like where's the nuance? It like dominates off the nuance or whatever. So that's why I lowered it a little bit there too.
Yeah, I like it. It looks good.
Because I really just wanted that hint of like, you're drinking something out of a can versus, a warm vape. But yeah. So it was a lot of fun trying to bend a blue raspberry cream soda because we've tried cream soda quite a few times, and now we know how to fucking do it.
Yeah.
I got a question.
A little bit of SSA cola.
I get from that creamy soda, I get a red note.
Yeah, a
Yes,
little.
you do. Well, vape trade Flavora, I definitely get a red note.
Yeah.
You do from vape train though too, don't you?
A little bit. It's not like it's very. But it's just
But
like
there's been all this talk lately from Wayne and then you and putting the RWB in there because of the cherry and the lemon note, and it's like, well, in an RWB you kind of want to taste all three of those things, but in reality, backing up a blue raspberry with a cherry and having a lemon accent in there makes perfect sense as well.
I do that. Yeah.
Exactly. You've done that. Wayne's been talking about it. I think he was saying on his live, it's like it's hard to do a good blue raz without a little bit of cherry in there. And people put banana in there. So that's kind of where I was coming from with like, let's throw nectarine in there. And then I got a little bit of the red from the vanilla sodas. I think that'll work really nicely. And they do. I think they work really nicely and will work really nicely with any kind of fruit.
Yeah.
Honestly, because it's red. It's not cherry or strawberry or raspberry. It's just this kind of reddish fruit note that I think you could really bend in like any direction.
Yeah, definitely.
Mango even or whatever. It's just kind of like a berry fruit note. So it's not even berries. It's way more non-distinct than that. So anyway, if you wanted to use red vanilla soda with like caramels and brown sugars, that might not work out.
Right.
I don't know how well that would work out, but if you do it with fruits, I think you're perfectly set. Fine. I think creaming soda you could have much better because I don't get a red note off of creaming soda.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Not
enough about me,
everybody
Linda.
does.
Let's do you.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
Sam,
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time finding that that recipe. What was the name of the recipe again?
Which one? Oh, the Screw You Linda one?
Yeah. What is that one?
Oh, it's Screw You Linda. I'm not using your cool trick with Flavora Apple Raspberry.
Oh, okay, found it. Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
So Linda, you're next.
Pin tag that. Timestamp.
Is Linda's like, screw you, Sam? I am using Flavora trick. All right, Linda, you're
basic like Nectar Peach.
You're
Nectar Oasis Delight.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It's up.
Mine.
Look at how clever that
I
is.
had it called Nectar Peach, but then I saw Buster Bell named a recipe that, so I changed it.
Oh, I called it the exact same name as the flavoring I used. Wow, Linda. Wow.
Well, is it or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
It's joking.
All right. So Nectar Oasis Delight. Jeez. So I did SSA Creamy Pistachio at 1, Mullenberry Nectar Peach at 3, Nectarines SSA at 1, Raspberry Custard Noms at 2, Raspberry Syrup SSA at 1/2, and Sugar Daddy Vanilla Ricks at 1. Pretty straightforward. So Nectarines by SSA is more, I would say it's like 70-30 authentic and a little bit canned. Do you know what I mean? It's more real than canned, but there is both of that in there. And the Nectar Peach by Mullenberry is, I could literally vape that solo. It's such a good flavor. It's like a fleshy nectarine. I don't even know if it's supposed to be like nectarine peach. I feel like it might be just peach nectar, which I don't really know what that is, but I get both. I get a really nice, fleshy, sugary, sweet, like peach, like fleshy. So those two together are really good. Worked out well. And then I wanted to throw some raspberry in there because that was my second. So raspberry and custard are my second and miscellaneous row. And then I threw some creamy pistachio in there because that's just like, that's such a good flavor, Sam. You need to get it.
Yeah, I do. I should have it actually now.
So really simple. And then the sugar daddy vanilla just kind of gives it a little, I mean, you don't really taste vanilla, but you know, you probably, I don't taste it because it's so very light. It's just kind of like an overall, it's like almost like how ethyl vanillin or vanillin gives just like an overall vanilla note. This kind of gives like a generic overall vanilla note. So you're not tasting like, oh, I got vanilla in there.
Yeah.
And it's a good sweetener and it doesn't screw up your coils. And Sugar Daddy's actually a pretty good sweetener. So yeah, the picture at the bottom, and then that's it. Very
Well,
simple.
Good.
Sorry.
So the pistachio works in there nicely, yeah. Because I know for a fact that I had it, and then I tested it, and I know what SSA creamy pistachio tastes like, and it's got that kind of balance between real and artificial. So it's bringing some of those, for me at least, the like the marzipan, like the cherry almond.
I do
vibes.
get pistachio, and then I get like almond in it, and a boozy note. And then I said creamier than Flavora. It's smooth, creamy, nutty, boozy, slightly sweet. But I don't get like a pistachio cream, like a pudding. I get more of like, you know, when you chew like a pistachio and like it's a creamy pistachio. That's what I get.
Yeah.
On.
So like Flavora's, but a little creamier, a little bit. Okay. I know I've tried it. I don't, but I haven't been able to find it, so I did get another bottle.
It's creamier than Flavora. Flavora is dry to me and very authentic.
Also,
and TPA is like artificial pudding.
Also, my Flavor West creamy hazelnut came in.
Oh, cool. So now
And
we
more
can
regular hazelnut. I got a 30 ml regular hazelnut.
See, I don't think I have the regular one, but
Or I got a 30 ml of both of them. I don't remember. I got a few 30 ml, but anyway. Yeah, that looks really good.
It's just a nice little
peach raspberry pistachio sounds really awesome.
Yeah, it's got a good I liked it. Yeah.
Last night for dinner, Haley made this gnocchi with it also had like cabbage and onions and like smoked sausage chopped up and then like toasted pecans. They're kind of like, it sounds weird, but it sounds interesting. And man, when you're eating it though, that toasted pecan note hit so good. It was really good.
Sounds good. I don't know what gnocchi is.
It's like
gnocchi is like
it's potato
noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, like the
Like
round
the little potato noodles.
Oh,
Yeah, they're like they're formed by like being like rolled on a little piece of wood or whatever.
Like it's in the soup, right? Is there a soup that's is it
You
like
can make soup
from
out of
Olive
it, but it's like a
Garden?
lot of people you make pasta with it.
Yeah.
Olive
You
Garden
just
has
toss it. It's pasta.
It's gnocchi is a type of Italian pasta made from potato dumplings that are typically served in a sauce. The name gnocchi is pronounced gnocchi. Gnocchi. So there's a little in at the beginning. It's hard to say. I used to always make fun of it. I used to call it gnocchi. It's okay, but like a lot of people use it as like a substitute. Like they try. There's no protein or whatever. I guess not a substitute, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see. It's not crazy. It's a side.
Olive Garden has a soup with those in it, I think. I love that soup that they make. But
Yeah, it's good in soups. They can get a little overcooked and mushy, but
yeah,
they're good. You can cook them or toss them in a sauce in your pan and eat them. They're already cooked when you buy them. You buy them in the fridge, I
Yeah.
believe, aisle. Yeah, I don't think they're dry. You might be
No,
able to
they're
buy
not
them,
dry.
but I don't believe so because normally you can just cook them in your pan with a lid on it and toss them in your sauce, and they'll heat up plenty fine there versus like boiling first and then putting them in your sauce. But anyways, moving on. Looks like we had Buster play along with 2 recipes this week, and that's about it. So we could do the peach tobacco one first.
I
It,
have that peach tobacco.
it is up. Trying to fit it on the screen.
Pretty.
It is up now. Go ahead.
All right. So that he's got that new Nectar Peach Tobacco hashtag TMA28. The new agave nectar from Wonder Flavors at 2%. SSA Apple Strudel at 2%. FA Brandy at 0.25. TFA Caramel Cappuccino at 0.2. TFA Nectarine at 3. SSA Nectarines at 2. Nutmeg VSO 0.6. Peach Tobacco Gritty at 5. Flavor West with 0.5% of cap super sweet. Starts out bland and unsorted. A few days later is a big improvement, leaning nectarine. After a couple weeks, he says there's some drastic changes with it now producing a very distinct and prominent sweet honey note. Definitely have a nectarine peach vibe, but the tobacco's mellowed considerably, losing much of the grit and smoke it once had, as well as all the other nuances the mix had during week 1. No notes for the agave. It's become very much a grower, appearing to become sweeter and stronger. 2 seems to be the ceiling. Any sweeter, and it was started to detract. On a remix, I'd probably drop the super sweet entirely. But he said it's not going to last long enough to see before we test. It didn't last, but the agave mellowed towards the end. This flavor seems to be a bit of a shapeshifter. Interesting. I just got that one too. So I got all the new Wonder flavors. I haven't played with them.
Agave's good.
Oh yeah, but that's really interesting.
Yeah, agave's good. I would agree with him on the 2% thing. I think like above, you're just it won't meld or mix as well with others. It's a pretty good flavor.
What is it? What does it taste like?
Like brown syrup, like brown simple syrup.
Okay, so it's okay.
Like I don't know, I don't know
Yeah, I know that
in real life.
It would taste like nectarines because it's not.
No, it's not.
It's nectar.
Let me Google
Agave
it.
nectar sounds like.
I Googled it a
like
while ago,
juice.
but agave is a plant. It is. Yeah, so it's just a plant. It looks weird.
Yeah.
And nectar.
I didn't know if it was just like.
So agave nectar also. It's a liquid sweetener derived from the sap of agave plant, primarily the blue agave, used to substitute for sugar and honey. Yeah, it's kind of like a.
Yeah, people use that a lot.
It's good. I like it. I don't have anything to compare it to. You know what I mean? Like.
Okay, but Wonder Flavors agave nectar has a flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also really like almost. It sounds like almost like a brown honey.
Yeah.
Like a liquid amber, or not liquid amber, like a golden
syrup.
Golden syrup, kind of honeyish,
but better.
Sugar thing.
Yeah, but better.
Awesome. But is it also a sweet flavoring?
Yeah.
Does it also have like sweetener in it?
Like what he said, like you don't really.
So he said like omitting out the super sweet because he's got the agave nectar in there.
I think it has. I don't want to speak, and it's not in the notes on ELR, but I feel like there might be like a small amount of sucrose or some kind of sweetener in agave nectar, but I don't know. I just feel like it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But it is an actual, it's a legitimate way to add sweetness to your.
I think so. I haven't mixed with it. I've done 2 single flavors.
Like it is for Buster at least. So for a lot of people, it will be.
Yeah, it's sweet. Like single flavor tests.
He mentioned how the peach tobacco kind of mellowed and kind of died out. It does do that, and it's kind of a rather generic peach that's in there. I don't know. When we went over it when we did peaches. I think that unnoted, but
I'm sure we did. Yeah.
yeah, and so I went
Flavor
over.
wise with their tobaccos,
Yeah, but it's not a bad. I didn't. It's not a bad tobacco. It's almost like a mild, but it's a generic peach, which is too bad. I wish it was a little more like syrupy with the mild tobacco, almost like a fruit RY4. Like a fruity version of RY4. But it's kind of just they're separate and they fade. So, and my bottle doesn't say gritty. I don't know what that's all about, but
Yeah.
it's not gritty. But it looks good, and the nectarine, SSA nectarines is really good. It's really really a good flavor. Definitely
I
interesting.
think I have that one. Ow.
Yeah, I think
I'll
you
just see if
do.
I have that one because that'd be a fun one to use tonight. Because I think we both have had some flowers, but we're not going to use it in our recipe. So, but do you have
Yeah,
TFAs?
I don't know. Oh, I do.
Okay.
Huh?
You have TFA?
No.
No, you don't. I didn't think so. Because I don't think I have the
No.
mulberries, so we might just have to use the SSA.
SSA is good.
So, anyways,
Yeah. No, I have a couple.
well, we can't use medicine flower.
Wait,
What's up, Fitty?
No,
Drive safe. And also, what's up,
right.
now
So
later, bud? Sorry, man, didn't shout you out, but I hope
Lin-
you guys are doing well. White peach raspberry sounds delicious.
do you have Nectarine's TPA, Linda?
Fitty,
No, she don't.
no,
She needs it.
I don't. I'm surprised I have any at all, but I think I bought them for future noted DX.
Well, you have noms at
and
least.
Never got them. Yeah.
Cool.
I have noms, I have SSA, I have and medicine flower.
I thought you had mulberry.
No.
I had peat nectar.
Yeah, but I don't have mulberries.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
cap. I have nectarine capella, nectarine. Oh, we must
Oh,
have
Caps is a newer one, isn't it?
we must have gone over it because I have notes for it. Yeah, it must have been a new one.
I'll find out.
So I probably have that one too.
Oh, it says I do have TPA, but I don't think I do. I think I put it in there just so as a placeholder.
Oh, it's fine. I'd be interested. But let's do so Buster did another recipe too. Let's do that real quick.
All right.
Then we can ramble about flavors all we want.
It's called
Nectarine cheesecake
Nectarine
is
Yeah.
up on the screen now.
Okay, so we have Nectarine cheesecake by Buster Bell. And in this, he serves brandy at 3, TPA nectarine at 3, New York cheesecake cap at 5, nutmeg wonder flavors at 0.25, TPA peach juicy at 2. No, I just read that wrong. Nutmeg wonder flavors at 0.25, juicy peach TPA at 5, roasted pecans and cream wonder flavors at 2, sugar cookie cap at 1.5, super sweet and yogurt flavor west at 1. Extra points for ticking all boxes. Oh, yay, that's good. So we got all the rows.
Oh, nice.
Day 2, this is showing good promise, but definitely needs to be. Currently, while tolerable, it's a bit funky. At this point, the fruit is siding on the nectarine side. The nutmeg, pecan, and brandy are complementing one another. Week 1 settled, but would have liked more crust from the cheesecake. Some time later, it's all gone. So proved to be pleasant enough, lacked a bold crust, so we'll need some tweaking. I would take out the sugar cookie. The New York cheesecake doesn't have much of a crust. And I would definitely add, if you have it, Nom's cheesecake is cheesecake heavy. SSA cheesecake is cheesecake heavy with the New York cheesecake. Just in my opinion, keep the New York cheesecake and add like Nom's or SSA. Because those both have crust heavy and then graham crust, obviously. If you wanted, like you said, a heavier, I don't know, is Buster in chat?
I haven't seen him yet.
So you definitely would want to put in another cheesecake. I mean, you got it at 5, but I mean, with the yogurt in there, but regardless, like maybe swapping it out for just yes or something that yes we cheesecake, which is more of like a rounded out with the crust. It's definitely a different kind of cheesecake, but it's got the crust note. Maybe
or even not like SSA.
Perillums, SSA's crust though is different.
Dark. It's dark.
You really want that dark toasted.
Yeah,
crust.
SSA has a dark
really
toasted.
toasty. You really want
SSA.
you really. It's not just graham crust though. It's like coffee graham crust. is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but if you use it
SSA has a specific type of graham crust.
Yeah, but if you use it,
but it does have it. Yeah.
You can.
Orillums, isn't that more of a
cheesecake graham crust?
More of a New York kind of white cheesecake with graham crust on it. It's got graham crust. The TFA, the graham crust. Yeah, the Orillum cheesecake graham crust.
Does he have noms? Noms I think would be perfect in here because that's got the twang cheesy, and then it's got a good graham crust, like buttery graham crust.
Yeah,
but
if you're gonna,
it's good.
Yeah, it does. It looks really good.
What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing the brandy. Probably we.
Yeah, I don't have that brandy. Okay. I just got Flavor West ginger though. It smells really good. I'm on a hunt to make the best, spiciest, least throat hitting ginger ale. So.
Just get Flavor West ginger ale. That's not really
I got Flavor West ginger.
I'm saying, but do you have Flavor West ginger ale?
No, but I just got their ginger, so we're gonna try that.
What about
spice up?
Damn it! You need to get Nature's Flavors. Do you have Nature's Flavors ginger?
I know, no, I don't think I have Nature's Flavors.
Oh, it's the
ginger roots are pretty good.
Nature's Flavor is the best.
I want to get the Nature's Flavors because I really want. Yeah, I'm on a hunt for like a really good ginger flavoring right now.
I'm telling you, Nature Flavors, man.
Ginger lemonade sounds fantastic. I know, like I said, I'll have to try. I'll have to get it next time I don't really go out of my way to order Nature's Flavors very often. So
yeah, it's hard to find it. I get you, but it's I need to get more. It's really good.
Or you gotta go to DIY Vapor Supply or whatever.
Yep, that's the only place.
Which I don't know about that. They're on some homemade label shit now.
No, I mean,
drummer ordered.
Weren't they sketchy anyways to begin with?
Well, they're not. I've always ordered from them, and like they were out of something one time, and they called me on the phone, and like we're like, well, we ran out of. I was getting hopscotch by Do It Yourself Flavor Shack, and I literally bought like the last like 120 mils or whatever, and they were like, what else do you want? So no, they were really good, and then someone was saying that they didn't get the order and they kept having to email them, and then Session Drummer made an order.
Won't you focus?
I don't know, it looked like we made at home. They were like labels like that.
Pumpkin
and
pie.
So I just
Sorry, once I get it focused. This is Fairy's Finest Pumpkin Pie. And
that was you.
No, I was one of the people.
With a whole
It won't focus, but you get
looking label, yeah.
That's weird.
There you go. All right, but wait. When in their defense, all right. So if we actually do research, and I will tell you to do it on your own, just look up where the place is located and do some research on it. But I've tested it and had it in comparison. It is permanently closed and it is a kind of sketchy. But this is actually Fairy's Finest. I will tell them that there is no difference from what I've had before, but it is a little like they stop caring about their labels. It's just pure basic.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't think they're shady, and if it's the same people
it's sketchy.
Called me on the phone because they wanted to know instead of just canceling that order, like they called. So I think they're really good, and I never hesitated from ordering, but now I'm like.
I mean, I was hesitant, but it's the only place where they had pumpkin, so I just wanted to get my favorite pumpkin. And, I mean, it is sketchy. I got it in normal time, no, not extra charge on my credit card, none of that, or whatever. It was like ordering from, I would say, if you order from Noms in America, like 5 to 7 business days kind of deal. Like it was easy, but it's a little weird, but I'm assuming either times are tough or they're on their way out and just getting rid of all the rest of stuff. I don't know. They've always been, but they've always been kind of weird. Let's put it that way. Like quiet, no one, like secret, but.
Well, I think there was something on the ELR about them not giving something for their code or something like that.
There's been a lot of
I think a lot
orders that didn't go through But I've never had an issue with them, so I don't know.
I never have either. I just don't want to, so I just shied away. But the only thing I've ordered lately is I got those couple of ultimates that I wanted.
I need to restock.
The vanilla.
You guys need to filter out all the bad ones that I don't need to get when I restock.
Yeah.
Restocked it, but
yeah, I mean, I just got yellow cake. I should have gotten the sweet strawberry, and I didn't. I got the yellow cake and the vanilla ice cream, which I wouldn't go buy 30 mils of, but that's just my opinion. It's nothing you need to get, I don't think.
Well, I was curious. I think there's a mango and something else.
You have the mango. We went over it.
No, not the ultimate. Is it pineapple? I think it's there's some.
Pineapple is decent. There's a bunch of new ones. I have the pineapple. I got the sample pack from winning the spin on ELR. But they didn't send me the white chocolate mint or the sweet strawberry or the coconut milk, but I didn't really care about those except for the sweet strawberry, and I kind of forgot to order it. So.
There, that one too.
The only one I didn't grab was the grape tutti frutti because I'm like, I have plenty of good candy grapes, and I was like, I should have just gotten it.
I feel like their tutti fruttis are the worst ones, whereas the other ones.
That was another reason. I said I already have ultimate grape.
I like the tutti. I like the original, and I think I like the banana. I like them all, and that's why I'm going to start mixing with them because I have them. So
I wish
the tutti frutti, the original one, worked really well in the Raz recipe I made.
I'm excited to try the vanilla ice cream, and the Bavarian cream smells really good. I got that one, and the grapefruit and the Fuji apples are great. They smell good. The peach smells really good too. I got that one, or the pineapple. I mean, it's kind of the same.
The Bavarian cream.
You need.
I wouldn't say run out and get the Bavarian cream. I wouldn't run out and get the yellow cake if you have the original, and I wouldn't run out and get the vanilla bean ice cream. Honestly, they're good. I wouldn't run over and go order them quick because they're. But
yeah, wait till you get your tax return and then do it.
Nope. I don't have room for flavors. I don't.
Whatever, Linda.
I know. No, I do. There's really not much I want to get that's new.
Just get the
flavors like Christmas.
Just get the flavors that you don't have of upcoming episodes. Like, I can't think of any of the few, but just get one.
That's more.
But talk to Sam. Like talk to Sam before you order, and just what's in the lineup that you wouldn't have coming up. I mean, we've gone through the weird ones.
Hey, I don't have any jackfruit. I'd be like, oh, you only need Wonder Flavors or TFA.
Yeah.
Or Flavora. I mean, there's only 3 and they're all decent.
Whatever.
And it's like, or hey, I don't have any of these.
Papaya's coming up.
Avoid
passion fruit.
At the end of the day, you're just papaya. You're just ordering. You really just need to order 1 or 2 good versions of that flavor.
And we've already filtered. Like you need persimmon.
That's my point is that you just need 1 or 2, and then you can order it and make the recipe. You don't need to get all of them for noted to test all of them.
Just a small amount.
So
everything else, I really have everything of except for Keats, however you said to say it.
No, there's a couple.
They don't. There's none available.
There's a couple you. Which one?
For Keats? Yeah, I don't know. Where are you gonna find those?
I'm not.
It's at Noms only. No. I think Noms. BCF has one. I think TPA is the one they have, and then Noms has the other one. Oh, never mind.
You get DRE juice. You get.
I'm not.
The Canadian one has it.
It's way too expensive. I'm not ordering.
Yeah, but there's a couple.
120 mils buttercream, vanilla buttercream, and the whole thing for 120 cost me $42. That's crazy.
That's weird. You can get a 3 mil.
I'm not ordering from there.
Okay, I just ordered from there and it wasn't that crazy. Speaking of which, where's my package?
But that just made me mad. I don't think. Do I have plums?
I'm
I have
way
one
further away than
persimmon
you.
that tastes like tomato.
There's like plums, there's persimmon. I don't think you have passion fruit
Yeah, I
or
have
papaya.
persimmon.
Do you have
I have
papaya?
I have a passion fruit. I have papaya.
There's
It's,
quince, there's plum.
I think I have a
Plum, I
plum.
don't even
It's
think I
hard to
have
find
plum.
though. I'm not gonna. If
No,
I'm
I have
gonna
two.
order,
All my real flavors are in the mail. I have to go get those tomorrow.
I don't think BCF has any.
Like I said, Keen's is an easy one you can cheat for. Just use pear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Put
really.
an apple in there or something, and then pick the other two.
It's like a
Not
I
jam.
don't
easy
think
one
there
to
is
cheat
one.
for, so.
How do you spell it?
It's just
QUINCE.
Yeah, close
Yeah.
enough.
No, BCF has 0,
I know.
and then NOMS has 0. Because I looked, I was gonna order because I had a few extra bucks at the time.
You need
just not too long.
TPA is good.
Huh?
TPA is good.
Does and when they have one, the only one they have NOMS is Queen's jelly.
That's a good one though, and one that you can get. But if you, if you just did a tester, DIY flavors, DIY e-juice has both.
Yeah.
DIYflavors.com.
Yeah, I'll see.
Oh,
There's
they're
really
cool.
nothing else. If they don't have SSA and I really want the new SSA, so if NOMS gets them back in stock that I want, then I'll order from NOMS. But the last time I looked, they didn't even have the SSA I was looking for. But anyway.
All right. Well, what's up, Neil? All right, well, we got a recipe to go do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do some nectarines.
See, like NOMS doesn't even have that Juliet, that strawberry Juliet or whatever, but BCF does. So
I got it.
you got it.
I think so.
Jerk. I'm just kidding. Wow.
I got the maraschino cherry, the cherry mascarpone, lemon meringue, and I'm pretty sure that one. I grabbed the ones that they
Yeah,
had.
the lemon meringue. I'm not. Does Fitty have it or?
Yeah, I know you said Fitty's talked about it or whatever, but
yeah, and wasn't
trust anybody's opinions.
Impressed.
Don't trust your
I trust
opinions.
Fitty's opinions. You do. I know you do.
Should.
Whatever.
All right,
What are we
nectarine. Let's do
doing? What is
nectarine, black pepper, fig, honey.
So we're gonna have to use SSA nectarine because I know I don't have the TPA.
Yeah. Let's do nectarine, blueberry, cinnamon muffin.
Stop.
We haven't done that in a long time.
No, I know.
With cream cheese
right?
icing.
Okay. And cinnamon Danish swirl? No, I mean.
Yeah. Cinnamon pastry, one of flavors. We haven't used that in forever.
So nectarine.
Liquor is pretty much out. Unless we cheat.
Unless we cheat. Good minds think alike.
Well, and it's, we do nectarine, peach, orange.
About nectarine, no. Cranberry, no. Let's make a.
Well, at least we have options with the miscellaneous, because having butter and caramel, chocolate, and vanilla, and yogurt in there make it a lot easier than when like being stuck with like honey and maple syrup.
Yeah. You can get around the maple syrup, but you don't have it. Maple pecan by Flavor West is such a good flavor. You do?
Yeah.
You have maple pecan? Because honestly, that
I think I just have to make sure I can find it.
It's a nut and
I got so kind of toasted brown sugar maple spice versus like actual maple syrup.
Yeah, no,
right?
it's not. It's mapley.
It's not like maple syrup, but
buttery.
it's got like a. But it's a good flavor for sure. So we could. So I have that. So we could use that maple pecan because
Getting
that
rid
will
of.
cover. That's
That will cover
two.
everything.
That's two birds, one stone there if we wanted to. We could also
Wait,
could and will also probably add another backup.
maple
base flavor.
pecan flavor west.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Maple. Yeah. What about our fruit pairing?
You know, cranberry could be fun.
I was thinking that,
With-
or
I know you said it, and now that we're doing like maple pecan, that sounds like a really like kind of like that. I don't know, like a holiday kind of vibes. You know, toasted nut, maple syrup, and cranberries and nectarines, and
I feel like we're not going to get the right cranberry.
Yeah, remember the
what do you
cranberries.
have?
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
I have
Fulvora would be pretty much.
Fulvora, I have SSA.
And Noms is too farty.
Yeah. I see. I don't
Noms
use
tastes too much like
that.
buttholes. And then
You would have
So
to
I
do
have-
Favora.
Fulvora would be the perfect one to add. But it's also something that we could do nectarine raspberry and put a touch of cranberry in there as well.
You could do raspberry custard noms.
You know, because it's gonna just.
I did that though.
Oh,
You
true.
could use raspberry custard on.
We could use. No, that wouldn't work.
You could
the
do
other
it.
ones?
There's
Raspberry
chocolate
wafer,
custard,
We could use raspberry jam. We could also just use raspberry jam.
raspberry syrup.
Which is
Raspberry.
raspberry syrup.
Well, we don't need to use both.
Well, I'm just giving you guys ideas.
No, I'm saying, yeah. I don't think we.
But
need
I
to
mean,
use
that's
both.
where I'm just kind of thinking like, so we only need another fruit technically. Maple pecan covers everything else. So we really just need to figure out a fruit. So if we did maple pecan with 2 raspberries, a nectarine, and a cranberry, I don't see that being a bad idea. If we want, you know what I mean? If we want a dominant raspberry flavoring, like, but if we did, okay, so hold on, SSA nectarines.
Yeah, the
Nectane.
raspberry custard
type.
works really well if you add like another little bit of raspberry, and then the nectarine can be like forward.
There's also strawberry, guys. It's kind of hidden. You could do strawberry custards, strawberry jams, strawberry raspberry.
Raspberry, strawberry. I think if we did nectarine raspberry jam or cranberry, that would be really good. Or really interesting, at least.
Buster and
Oh,
Muth
yeah.
are here.
Hi, Buster.
Hey guys, hey, Buster, we went over your recipes. They both look really awesome.
Yeah. I can't make either one.
Actually, I liked the first one looked really good for me.
With the tobacco.
So nectarine, raspberry jam, noms, Fulvora, cranberry, flavor west maple.
Wait.
Like
Okay.
that's. I mean, if we did that, we're.
Fulvora, cranberry, and Nom's raspberry jam.
Yeah. Like the 3 of those fruits together, I think will give us a really nice, or at least I think it's an interesting take or idea for something that could give us a really nice like little fruit mix, like a raspberry peach cranberry
What am I
mix,
missing?
which sounds really good.
So I have
Maple
SSA
pecan.
nectarines, Flavor West maple pecan, Fulvora cranberry, Nom's raspberry jam.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. We don't need anything else. We technically we hit nectarine, we hit our fruit, we hit our maple, we hit our pecan. So that's why I'm like, but we could totally put like
Raspberry
oak wood into this or something. And
No.
like I've done like quote unquote potpourri, where it's like apple raz and cranberry and oak wood and wood spice and
What about
that. We could also
nutmeg?
do more of like a custard, vanilla, yogurt. We don't necessarily need to put a spice in there because we have pecan.
What about raspberry custard? Like a percent of it, just to give it some That's a nice buttery custard. It's a nice big full custard with slight raspberry. It's not like a
Well, I'm
heavy
just like,
raspberry.
no, it sounds good. I'm just kind of on your idea where like, do we need another fruit?
No.
I feel like we need maple pecan, even though it does hit our miscellaneous. We don't have any sort of base here. It's just fruit and dark toasted nut.
Well, that's why I was saying we could use raspberry custard.
Well, I just don't think that's going to give us enough.
Okay.
I think that's just going to smooth out the fruit.
Okay.
Versus just putting like custard premium in there, or like.
You would want to use custard premium?
What, I don't know. Versus that as an idea, like what though, because that's going to like definitely lay down like a certain eggy custardy base profile. But that's what I mean though, like sugar cookie, custard premium. You know, do we want to put something else down at?
Let's add a cookie then, but not vanilla cookie.
So like even just like FA cookie or vanilla cookie or like an actual, you want like an actual like crispy cookie, then I'd say probably like FA or
just
go with a shortbread.
But like what? Like just a hint of FA cookie. Like one.
Well, do you want to put like an actual cookie base down and do like a thumbprint and with like this jam and maple pecan?
Let's use
actual full cookie. Want a little bit of cookie flavor in there. You know what I mean? Because at that point we do FA cookie and then like Nom shortbread.
What about sponge cake from Nom's? I was just talking about it. It's like a lady finger type, but it's dense. It's got like that lady finger type vibe. It's not quite. It's not like 101.
But what if we mix? What if we did that and Madeline?
Oh, we could do just Madeline. I wouldn't do both.
What if we put them together? I've never done that before, and that sounds like, if you're saying it's like a ladyfinger sponge cake type thing, that's what the Madeline kind of is. And maybe, huh?
I think it's going to be too dense. Ooh, I think that's too much cake. Yeah. Yeah, we could.
Like both of them. Okay. Because the Madeline for me is soft, and I would love to play around with putting both of them in there at like 1.5.
Did you say Madeline was soft?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like not for me. Madeline and
I missed a
sponge.
recipe with it, and it's all I could taste. I think I used it at 1.5, and it literally, or 2, and it was literally all I could taste. Like it came through heavy once it steeped out.
Let's try it. Can we try it with the cake sponge at both of them at 1.5? Or do you want to do one on both of them?
Whatever you want.
Let's do 1.5 on both, because it's really, we're just gonna have some cake, some fruit, and then that maple pecan note.
Okay.
We're not like we're layering like 2 things essentially. You know what I mean? Like there's gonna be depth to our jam, but like we're not like putting a ton of depth and. Yeah, I'm not saying that right. We are putting depth and nuance to the recipe, but we're not like. It's not like my blue raz where I'm trying to layer in, you know.
Can we do Madeline at 1?
Yeah. And then 1.5 on the cake still?
Yeah.
Not 2? Okay.
It's up to you.
No, let's do it. I haven't played with the sponge cake a lot, so I'm really interested in doing that. Madeline, I know you think it's strong, but we're also backing it up, so I'm not
quite
scared
strong.
Of it.
I just think that it it's steep. Like I feel like, and I said it before, I feel like that most of the noms need at least 7 days to grow. And that is, I made a recipe with the Madeline, and it took like over it took over. It just took over it too. So that just scares me. That's why.
Well, it's fine. Let's do 1 and then 1. You think the sponge cake's fine at 1.5 with that then?
With that, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, did
fine. It doesn't need to be a ton of cake either.
Like, yes, Daniel?
Did you do any percentages besides the 1 and 1.5 for the Madeline and cake?
Oh, no, we
not
didn't.
yet.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, no, you're good. I was just thinking about that too. I mean, right now I have it set at SSA at 1, jam, raspberry noms at 2, and cranberry at 1. Then maple pecan at 2.
I think we
One,
could
two,
do
one,
SSA at 1.25.
That's fine.
Maple pecan at 1. Or no?
Okay. You think that's
Or
fine?
no,
1.5.
Okay.
Flavor West
I
at
have it set at 2.
1%.
That it's auto. It's auto is 2%.
Is it? All right.
It's
But
average.
we're not having a maple forward. Do we want it maple forward?
So we want it as an accent. To
So
the
1.5?
cake essentially. And everything. So I'd say 1.5 to start
Yeah.
for sure.
For which one?
Cranberry Flavora at 1 is fine.
Okay.
Maple pecan 1.5.
All right. I think I got
Flavora
it.
cranberry at 1.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Raspberry jam
At
2.
least to start. We can always 1.5 is 2 at least. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
makes
then
sense.
1.5 on the nectarines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we doing on?
We can do raspberry at 3.
Raspberry jam.
Yeah,
You
noms.
make me waste my noms.
Or 2.5.
You're making me waste my noms.
Let's do 2.5.
Okay.
And then 0.75 super sweet. I'm so excited because I finally have 30 ml bottles again.
So
Makes it 30 ml.
let me do this. So SSA nectarines at 1.25. Flavor West at 1.5. Flavora cranberry at 1. Noms raspberry at 2.5. And raspberry at 2.5. Cake sponge at 1.5. And Madeline at 1.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Sponge cake 1.5. Cranberry Flavora 1. Madeline 1. Maple pecan 1.5. Nectarines 1.25. Raspberry jam 2.5.
Okay. I gotta go find the shit.
Okay. Yep. Same. Raspberry jam, nectarines, Madeline. Oh God, how many noms are we using? That Jesus Christ.
3.
Oh.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Let me play some music. I'll be right back. How's everyone's week going, anyways? Is it going well?
We're gonna have to use a different nectarine.
Why?
I can't find it.
She doesn't.
I can't find it either.
So you guys have no
Actually.
nectarines? Well then noms. Go get noms. 4.
Yeah.
Or what about, do you have nectar peach? Oh wait, I have nectar peach.
Oh my god, no you don't. You really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it's just the SSA bottle. That's why I didn't think I had it.
Okay.
What percentage are we gonna do nectar
I'm
peach?
holding it right now. Do we want to use nectar peach?
We
Mulberry?
100% do. Yes. Yes.
And
I was just like, or SSA nectar peach. And I was like, oh shit, mulberry one. Look at that.
Wait, mulberry.
yeah, what
hang on, now I gotta
percentage
find
do you
it.
guys want to do?
Like 3.
Yeah, Linda, that's all you.
That's
Okay.
3. 100%. It's so good.
All
Yeah,
right.
now I have to find it though. So
Cool. Sounds good.
it threw me off with this one.
Sorry, I couldn't. I thought I had nectar roots. I guess I don't.
I was like, now I gotta find it.
You're like, yes, fuck yeah, yeah, we're doing it.
I
I
found
don't
it.
care if I don't have it.
Yeah, nope, I haven't. I just mixed with it.
We're doing it.
All right. So oh no, now I
Oh,
just
that's the only. Oh wait.
What did I just do with it? It was literally just okay. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm hungry. Let's see. Welcome back.
Linda, I can't find my maple pecan.
You guys.
Okay, that's gonna be hard for me to find too. So.
Oh, I was just kidding. I found it.
If I'm looking.
Yeah, I got it all. Buster, at least your time change actually happens in spring. Ours is technically just happened in the end of winter. Wild. I guess by the time spring hits next week, the time change will be like more evened out though. A little bit. Okay, mixing. The UK time change is different than the US time change. They just handle it differently. The government does. No, 17%.
What do you mean, Moose?
Us.
Are you sure?
What's she saying?
I never.
What's she saying?
She said, "Say what?" I know we're on opposite sides. I just never knew. Like we do it here because of farming, but now it doesn't matter. It used to be though.
They have farms in the UK too.
I get that, but does it even matter anymore? I don't think it matters. You farm from daylight
It still matters.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, it doesn't matter for farming, but it still matters for people. Because otherwise you would, I mean, it doesn't necessarily matter as much during the summer because you get huge chunks of daylight anyways, but during the winter, it matters. Otherwise we would be having, it would be night out at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then morning, it would be like morning at like 6 in the morning. Like you get your early morning, but you would have like a super late early night. They have to adjust it at least a little bit.
They should just keep it. Because even farmers don't use it. You're up before the sunset either way. I mean sunrise either way.
They have lights on the tractors now.
I don't like it now because now, like before, especially at the tail end when the days were getting longer, I'd head into work and the sun would be just starting to like come far, like there was a little red hue, and then as I'm working, the sun would rise. But now the sun rises while I don't see it, so it's like, eh.
I get to work when it's like, well, depending on what day. So every day other than Monday, I get to work and it's dark out still. And it's weird not seeing the sunrise at 7 now because the time change. It's like closer to 7:30, 8 o'clock.
But yeah, it is weird. Like I used to love.
That also changes over the course of the summer. We are gradually getting lighter and lighter. So if they didn't change it in the summertime, it would be morning out at 4 in the morning.
That's fine. Get some
dark out at 7 or 8 or whatever.
You need then the night shift people get the sun and the morning shift people get the sun. Everyone wins.
That's what I mean. Like during the summer, it's not as big of a deal, but during the winter, it kind of matters more to get some more of those sunlight hours in the actual like productive part of people's days.
Yeah, I just want it to be like
the warmer part of the day.
Like if it doesn't benefit the farmers, then why do we do it? That's how I view it. And if farmers don't even want it, why do we do it?
There's tons of people with like weird schedules. Well, I guess this fucks up their sleep.
Like if you think changing the clocks affects Joe Schmo farmer in Oklahoma, he doesn't care. He's gonna work whenever he wants to. And then these big corps.
Everybody else it affects.
That's what I'm saying. So then
it affects everybody else.
No, you just have to keep it at. You have to find the perfect time and then just keep it there year round. Okay, yeah, it's for the big corps now.
That's what I mean. Yeah, so like they could adjust it by a half an hour and just leave it there all year round.
That's what I'm saying. We'll be okay.
In the middle.
We'll be okay.
But the thing is that when the time jumps forward, we are actively getting longer days. So, and then when the time jumps back, we are actively getting shorter days. Like the sun's also doing its thing. So it's like, okay, what are we calling this? I called it Nectarines. Like Martinez, but Nectarines.
Yeah, I mean, you work either way.
Not everybody's built out to be that kind of a person.
I don't know. I just always.
I mean, I was. It's just like it doesn't matter when I sleep or when I work, as long as the hours are there. And I work from 10 to 2, or 10 to 6, 10 at night to 6 in the morning, and then sleep from 8 or 9 to.
I can tell you, farmers do not give a shit if it's dark or light.
That's what I'm saying. Like farmers don't care.
For them, and I know a lot of.
It's not the 1800s.
Workers don't either. I think it's just more or less, and it's only an hour. Like you're really out of 24, you're really only offsetting the day by like an hour. So it's everybody complains when it happens because everybody forgets about it and doesn't prepare.
It does. You know what's?
I worked night shifts for 5 years. I did night shifts and had to work
Yeah,
time
that's
shift days. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't really matter when you go home at the end of the night and at the same
I
time.
tell you
Anyways,
what though,
like if you were to
working.
get off at 2 o'clock in the morning and then all of a
Mhm.
sudden it's 3 o'clock in the morning, that would suck.
Yes,
If you
it
get off at
does.
6 o'clock anyways, you either just get an extra hour or you lose an hour of work. You still get off at 6. You know what I mean? It doesn't change your day essentially, other than, oh shit, I have to work an extra hour tonight. That sucks.
No, yeah, that's what when working nights. So like we went whatever the clock was. So if we closed at 4 o'clock, we closed at 4 o'clock. So like it didn't
So you
matter.
would lose, yeah, it's the same as
No,
like
but like
in
if
a 24-hour caregiving facility too. It's like
yeah,
that's your day is your day. So if you work 10 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning, have a spring forward, lucky you, you're working a 7-hour shift tonight. But if it's a fallback, you're
no,
working a 9-hour
you're
shift.
not
And you'll
understanding.
get paid for that accordingly.
No, like so if it let's say you go to bed, right, and it does all the fast forward, right? It doesn't matter. So if it's 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock comes and it goes to 3 o'clock, we close at 4. We still close at the old 4, so we lose we still are losing an hour. And then if we
stay open till 5,
exactly, and then if we spring forward, it doesn't matter. Whatever, we're working an extra hour, no matter what.
okay, so yeah,
It
that
sucks.
works in every instance that isn't like a bar.
Yeah.
So the time changes at 2 o'clock. The time, no matter what time, if it's spring forward or fall back, it's 2 o'clock that the time
Yep.
changes. So it either jumps to 3 or it jumps back to 1. So it happens at 2 o'clock in the morning. So like if it's a bar that closes at 2 o'clock in the morning, like you still close at 2, but on a fall back night you might have to stay open an extra hour. But on a spring forward night, you're just going to get out of work. It's just going to feel like earlier in the morning when you're out of work because you've just spring forwarded an hour of your like post work schedule or whatever. But if you're still working for the next few hours, then you essentially just lose an hour of work.
Yeah. I mean, we were okay because if you're running by tips, an extra hour of tips can be, an extra $100 easy.
Exactly. Like that extra hour can be sick, but it can also just be like, oh, tonight's grinding really long.
Oh, yeah. Because you get out at like 6 or 7 a.m. So,
yeah.
Night shift is brutal, man.
That doesn't change. What changes is, was there an extra hour in the middle of that or not?
No.
Or did they take an hour away to make it come faster? So it was like
we lose. Luckily, that was only one job, but yeah,
I haven't even missed mine yet.
What the heck are you doing, Linda?
I'm trying to.
That's pretty good. Yeah, as a caregiver at McDonald's overnights, it was all the same. I did it for 4 or 5 years or whatever.
Caregiver, that would be tough. I would get tired.
You get so tired, and that's the problem, dude.
Because you're doing nothing.
Out on night shifts.
You're just waiting.
Well, yeah, you do rounds. Every 2 hours you do something.
Oh, you weren't one person?
With that,
you were like...
So it would be like, when I did it in the facilities that I worked at, it was one caregiver on a hall of like 10 to 15 people or whatever. So you would do your rounds and you would go, and not every single one of those people needed to be, needed a brief change or whatever, but you'd have to pop it on and make sure they're alive. Or as a med tech, I'd go in and give certain people, it was even worse as a med tech because I had less to do. I would give 5 or 6 people meds throughout the night and then make sure, if anybody fell or anything happened, I was the one that had to call, 911 or whatever because there was no nurse on duty. But like, yeah, dude, you do your rounds, you change your people, and then you're like, all right, I got another 2 hours, so I need to do that. Everybody's sleeping.
Yeah, it's quiet.
I guess I'll change garbages and sit down and try not to fall asleep because all the lights are off.
You got a chart.
And it's dark, and yeah, and it's fuck, dude. You go sit in the nurse's station and play on your phone or something, try to stay awake where the lights are on.
Yeah, we have.
It depends on where you work too. You might, one place I worked at, I was a med tech, and I would help the caregiver, and we'd set the dining room, the entire dining room, and that, your plates.
That makes sense.
Everybody would have their plate set, and that
We
would take us like an hour or whatever. And
we have security guards.
there's certain people, you had certain duties. But security guarding is another
Yeah.
one. My dad did that. He also did overnight stalking at like Kmart and stuff. I was like, I'd rather have done that because at least you
Yeah.
have stuff to do and you're busy the whole time and you're like the lights are on and you're like acting like it's but like sitting in a dark building at night.
Well, we have two
trying
kinds.
to
So one is at the front gate, and that is the worst because you're alone in the woods essentially. And then we have patrol, and they go to each door, and if they smell fire, if someone falls, they put the latches up so we can make sure they're alive every day, and then they're working all night. But the ones at the front gate, you're just in the middle of the woods, and like you have to stay awake, like no one can get in besides you. So it's crazy to work nights. Anyone that does it long term, I couldn't do it. After 3 years, I was like, man, this is gonna kill me.
No, same. And then I had my daughter, and I was, I kept working nights because at the place I was at, then eventually it paid more. And picking up shifts as a single dad. I don't have my daughter a few nights a week, so I was picking up extra shifts on those nights. And I would end up getting off at 7 in the morning and getting home and having to hang out with my daughter until she was ready to take a nap, and she was like 1.5 years old at that point. And then I'd take a nap with her, and then I'd have to be up with her, and then I'd try and take a nap with her before I had to go back to work, and it was just, oh my God, you burn out. You really do. You really burn out. If
you don't see the sun.
Work your shift, go home, unwind for a second, and then either just go to bed or do your thing. Get your sleep, hang out for the day, and then get your sleep. Before work, and then do your work. It's just you really need to make sure you're hitting your sleep. Because you have to, how are you approaching your night shift? Are you approaching it like a morning shift or like an evening shift? I had to approach them like morning shifts, pretty much. Because if I was already awake for 6 hours and then I went to work at 10 o'clock and then had to work all night, there's no way. I was so tired. So I had to be like, no, I have to sleep and wake up right before work and then go in.
See, that's
I could
worse.
stay awake for a little bit.
Not
for me,
I would
then I
hate
would
it.
be like, I'm awake and it's morning and I'm at work and I'm doing my job.
I would always wake up. I would try to wake up 4 hours before work. So I would go to bed.
I'm a big morning shift person. Like, dude, I'll wake up at 5 in the morning and go to work.
I would go to
And do it
bed
early,
at
like, I don't-
7 and then wake up at like 2 or 4.
Yeah. Evening shifts, just they drag for me because
Yeah.
I just want to be at home.
Morning's best.
Relaxing, watch TV and smoking, and they go so slowly. And I've had to do evening shift, like 1 or 2 evening shifts a week, as of like earlier this year, before I was able to quit doing that. Maybe last year. But and even that one night you get there and you're like, oh, it's a 6-hour shift, but it drags. 'Cause you're just slamming food out the whole time, or you want to be at home. I would rather wake up, get to work, spend the next 2 hours, waking up while I'm working, and then it's my lunch break, and then holy shit, I'm off. I can go home, take a nap.
That's tough because noms suck.
Buster Bell for this recipe, probably VSO. Noms has like
Piss.
ID10T would explain it like a clean butthole. It's got
Yeah.
like a fart whiff to it. It's not bad, but it's definitely got like this weird funky ripeness to it that you really need to be careful and play around with. VSO would work better in this recipe, I think. Flavora is just really bright, like tart, raw cranberry. Like you just ate
I would
a
say
handful of cranberries.
probably VSO at like 2 to 3.
Yeah. So on pecan sauce, it's good. There's definitely bakery, which I think will come out more. The maple pecan is a strong player even at 1.5. It might have been better at 1, but there's the fruit note's good. It's just mellow.
What about how's the mandolin doing for you, Linda?
It needs a steam. I taste it. It's in there.
But it's not overpowering like
There's
the other
definitely like dense cakiness, like
Mhm.
there's definitely bakery to it.
because
I
you were
think the
curious
fruits
about
are
it. The
be a little bit
sponge
higher
cake.
than
No, I've mixed with the Madeleine, and it's strong to me. Like, I've mixed it at
Daniel, we
2
did cranberry
Cranberry at what?
at 1.25 and raspberry jam at 2.5. So cranberry at
Yeah. Oh, 2.5.
nectar.
1.
And then
Yeah, we did 2.5. So no, we didn't do anything. We didn't course anything. Yeah,
what?
everything is the same, but we did 2.5 on the jam.
Oh, cranberry's 1.
This is good, Linda. It's in a right track. I like that fruit layer is nice, but I think like I just want more from it.
Really? But I'm telling you, the noms grow. From testing all 100.
I believe you. And as like a thumbprint cookie, it's really good.
But you have cranberry at 1?
Like there's a good amount. There's fruit there. Yeah. And it's a bright, sweet, tart fruit. Like there's fruit there for sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
I like that. It's definitely a good start.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, you gotta wait. You gotta not vape at all and wait.
Oh, this is another one where I'm glad I made a 30, and I'm gonna set it up here and give it the week and go back to this blueberry muffin.
Yeah,
one,
because
that's a good one.
the noms are definitely gonna grow, and I'm telling you, it might, maybe not for you, but to me, it might have just not too much bakery, because obviously I'm a bakery person, but those, I don't know, the
Balance
flavor
might be
really-
off on the bakery end of things.
maybe. Yeah, I think we should have gone lower on the Madeleine.
We'll see. I'm curious to see. I'm down with it being like a thumbprint cookie where like we get more bakery and like a hint of like a little jam layer. Because the fruit layer is good and it's not just straight raspberry, peach, or cranberry. It's like this nice little blend of the three. So
yeah, like a fruit jam.
yeah, I think we could have gone maybe a little lower on the pecan.
Yeah, I was gonna say 1. I thought 1.5 was really strong. I think
I mean, it's we'll see how it steeps, but I think if I were to change anything, that's the first thing I would change would be drop that maybe to 1.25 or 1.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna leave it though, because I think yeah, steep it.
Steep it real good.
Yeah, Buster. Yeah, the time change was always a mess up from like the timing side of things. Like, because we on Noted we had a few people that would guess from the UK, and it was either 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning for them. It would vary depending on whose time change hit. So for years, I was just like, "Wait, did your time change hit yet?" Nope. Okay. Sometimes actually it would vary between like 2 and 4 in the morning. Sometimes.
Yeah, I
'Cause when
think
our time change hits
Germany.
earlier than your time change hits.
I think Germany was the earliest I ever saw on Noted, which was like 4 a.m. I think 3 or 4.
Who was
Yeah,
it?
same in the UK. At
It
certain
was
times of the year,
Steve
it'll be like 3
TC,
or 4.
Cantaloupe. Was it Steve? No.
Germany and the UK are
No.
either like an hour apart or they're really close in time. They might be the same time.
What was his name? Fitbits? Nipbits?
Kitty Bit?
Yeah, wasn't he German? There was
Black licorice guy?
I can't remember. There was someone that was they said what time on Noted, and it was like 4 a.m. when they started or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Nevins came on one time.
Nevins,
in the middle of the night. So it was really hard to get people from like UK and Europe to come on because it was always in the middle of the night. Australia is a bit closer. At least it's morning for you guys. Night, Mud. We're about done anyway, so
that one.
Wonderful night. Thanks for coming in.
That wouldn't be a problem now if any of you UKians want to come on, because I start at 12. So what time would it be over there? Like 5 or 6? I don't know.
6.
Yeah.
6.
That would be a nighttime show.
Oh my god. Okay. Next week is orange.
Yay!
And there are so many options for orange pairings that I hope, Mud, if you're still listening, and Nihilator, man, play along.
Yeah.
You're here every week, man. We'd love to see you play along. Buster, Rocky, Fitty, get your orange recipes in, please.
Fitty, stop being lazy.
I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, stop being lazy, you friggin' people.
Lazy heads.
No, Fitty, I specific Fitty. Everyone else is not lazy.
Yeah, Fitty's being lazy.
I don't think he's being lazy. I think he's busy.
No, he's being he's being lazy.
No, he's moving his mixing room, and it's been
nice.
I know.
But yeah, lots of. Orange has probably one of the widest open.
I can't fit it all on the screen.
Like,
it's so small.
It's like lemon and lime. Like there's so many. Like you can do pretty much everything.
Apple.
I'm curious.
There's so many.
Orange can be a hard flavor to work with too, so it'll be fun to see what pairings we get and what directions we go. How many people use bakery orange?
I don't even.
I'm excited for next week. That'll be fun. But,
there's so many options.
So many options. Thank you everybody for joining us this week for Nectarines. I like this mix. I think we will approach it later in the week and talk to you guys about it next week and see if we want to make any changes to it. But so far, I think we're on the right track.
Yeah, I do too.
Cool. Well, with that note, have a wonderful night, everybody. Love ya.
Bye.
Good night, y'all. Oh, I'll see you for Denoted. Denoted 12 p.m. Saturday.
Watch Daniel on Saturday.
It will be.
Yes.
We're doing lemons and lemonade. So it's gonna be a big one. But yeah, we'll see you then. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Yeah, I don't mind this mix at all. I have to go feed my sourdough. It's hungry. When you don't feed it, it smells like nail polish remover. You guys know that? What? I'm making sourdough, like this. I made a sourdough starter, and if you don't feed it enough or feed it often, it's like I opened it this morning, it smelled like nail polish remover, and so I had to look it up, and it means that you need to feed it more often. You have to every day throw away half, refeed it, and that like a certain ratio, and then it will either rise or it won't rise. I don't know. It's become kind of a project, but I don't know if I want to go down that road, but just to bake some bread and pancakes. But yeah, kind of they say it's like a living thing. It's kind of creepy. All right, I'm going to go.
Good night.
Bye guys, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Guess it's just me now. Welcome to TMA After Hours. Pants optional. You left your phone running. You're gonna want to get your phone because it's over. So